I am here, y'all. I know I got some background. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. I know I got some background. You should be able to hear me. I don't know why I can hear myself. We shall see. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Hello. Hold on. Let me see what's happening. Welcome in, everybody. Got some background. You should be able to hear me. I don't know why I can hear myself. Okay, I had to find it, y'all. I have to make sure I'm coming in loud and clear. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Hey, Helen. I'm doing well. Doing good, Melody. Glad to see you here. This is your first stream. Glad to have you here. Am I coming through loud and clear? I should be. Shirley, good to see you. Tanya, my girl, I got your email. I responded. I'm glad everything worked out well for you with Mr. Daly's services. If you all need services for your taxes, hit up Robert Daly over at Remedy Tax and Financial Services in Chicago, North Carolina, but he services everybody in the U.S. and he does an excellent job. Hey, Tanya, girl. Hey, Ann. Glad to have you in. Sabir, what's up? Greta, I'm going to see you coming up on Friday. Helen, she loves. Glad to have you here. Girl, let me tell you something, y'all. This rain is for real. It's raining right now. It ain't stopped raining. Introduction to the rainy season. What to expect. How to get through it. Thank you so much, she loves. How to get through it, what you need to get through it, how to maneuver these tropical waters. We are coming from a climate that's pretty cyclical. You know what I mean? We know we got the seasons. We know we got to get out our double fat goose up in the East Coast because it's coming. DMV is coming. Even the West Coast at night is coming. But here it can be a little bit unpredictable. So I thought we would go through this because my electricity did go out today. It did go out today for about 25 minutes, which is typical. This place so far has had the most frequent outages. Again, I'm in Monte Cristo. It has, but, we had the faux pas with as the AC was out and everything was out. We had to relocate to the Evis where you get 10% off if you say Tia Nikki, just to take care of mom and them. And then we floated back in the next day. Everything has been cool then. I haven't had anything. It was just one night. And I don't know what time. Hello, Cynthia. Welcome in. I'm not sure what time it came back on, the electricity, because we were at the hotel like 12 hours. So I wish I would have had a way to capture that. I may ask my neighbor. But nonetheless, the most important thing is what's going on right now. And it is crazy. So we got to get into it. We got to get into this rainy season. We're going to talk about insects and festivals, activities, how to bear the heat, how to deal with it, the beaches, local time change, which we do not do here. We are not on. They let that go a couple of years ago, change in time. So we don't do that anymore. And what you need to kind of make it through in case your lights go out, even if it is for 30 minutes at night, you will need to know what to do. But before we get into that, we got to get into this. Manu and Matru, thank you so much. My new subbies, y'all blowing me out the park. I'm up for today. Today's count was 20, 40? I always try to add numbers on the slide, 2707, which is awesome. So I'm thankful for that. And also, my new and my true who be waiting for me to come on live. I appreciate y'all. Let me know if this is too late. I want to do a poll. I usually go for the East Coast time because you guys are the latest. But if we need to bump it up to like 7 p.m., I would love to have some feedback. You can post your comments right up in here and I will read them and keep up with it, and you guys can let me know. So the rainy season is up on us. The first thing that I want to say happy Father's Day. If we got some papas watching, happy Father's Day. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you for being here on this Father's Day evening. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is rainy season, how long it lasts. So we are a little early this year. This is my third summer here, so I kind of feel like I can bring a little different perspective to the program. So rainy season typically is July through October. However, this week it has rained every day starting on, this is Sunday, Tuesday. We started to get inclement weather, cloudy skies, which is a good thing. Now, keep this in mind that the cloud cover, 7 p.m., I got you guys. The cloud cover helps with the sunlight and the heat. However, as we move into the more tropical months that are coming, hotter months, it will breed humidity. So right now, since we're still at the middle of June, we're still getting a lot of cool air. We are able to open up the windows at night if you want to. The breeze does come through, although it is not consistent. So you may get breezes and then it'll be still for a moment. And you're like, okay, is it going to come back? And usually it does later on at night. So later in the evening is when you will get those. I see 7 o'clock a lot. I got you. You'll get a breeze coming through. But in the meantime, you need the fans. Side fans work better than ceiling fans. Ceiling fans move the air like a wind vine. They just move the air. The side fan actually directs air onto your body. Okay? So it will circulate the air and it will keep you cooler than the ceiling fan. I found that it's either one or the other. However, I keep the ones in the living room on rotation. I also bought damp red. This is a top. Damp red bottles to see how much humidity is in here. Right now, they are bone dry. I've had them down for about a week. So they are bone dry. So good stuff, right? So July through October is the rainy season. It rains every day, whether it be for 5 minutes or 5 hours. You just get the habit of taking. Oh, thank you, LaDon. Hey, LaDon. See you soon. Yeah, this is important because it does last a good portion of the year. And you got to be ready because you'll go inside Soriana dry and you come out and it's pouring down rain. So take your umbrella with you during rainy season in the bottom of your bag or something on your arm or shoulder. Find a way to take it. The length of it, again, is July through October. Lessons as we get closer to the end of the season. Now we are having major thunderstorms. Y'all, this thing here, it scared me. I usually, I'll be 55, got my big jaws on. That scared me. I mean, lightning and thunder. I mean, hard, strong intensity. And it's so crazy because the lights did not go out. And that didn't flicker. They didn't do nothing. Today we had rain. It rained very heavily. And the lights just shut down. Now sometimes they'll flicker and come back on. Depends on where you live. Now, Merida is zoned, right? As far as electricity. But I don't know. And that's something we can find out. What areas are prone to outages? Now, I do know that the South has its own grid and North has their own grid. They are in the process of stabilizing the grid, increasing the grid because they didn't expect all these people to come to Merida, all this construction, buildings going up left and right, which are utilizing electricity almost 24/7. And people running the AC 24/7 in doctor's offices, at the mall, in the movies, all of this stuff, affects the grid and the stabilization of it. So I'm glad to hear about that. And we will keep an ongoing look. As far as the neighborhoods, this is the one with the most frequency. Jaberna went out a few times. The longest was 4 hours, and it didn't go out anymore, maybe 15 minutes. Emiliano, again, got a couple of times. Los Americas, not at all, I don't think. And that was in a 6-month period, but it was not rainy season. Okay, so insects and the tropical, we live in tropical settings. So the evolution, the theory of evolution is in clear play here because it rains. That brings the bugs and the mosquitoes. Then the geckos love the bugs and the mosquitoes, and the iguanas come. So it's the cycle of life in a tropical sense. Let's see. Hola, earthly color brown. Hola, how is the water shortages affecting? We're not getting any of that. Any issues? Not at all. Does the rain lower the intense heat, humidity? So, during this time of the month, we're just at the beginning of it. Actually, summer does not hit till the 22nd. So, it's not that bad. We get a few breezes. But as we get into the season and it warms up and the water sits, so you got to remember we're at sea level. They talk about we're at the equator, right? So we have limestone beneath us. So not any basements, they have to dig through that, hammer through it. So what happens is the water sits. So they talk about flooding in Merida a lot. I'm sure maybe some of you have heard that, and it does. In some areas are more acceptable or prone to it. In some areas, they actually come out in Emiliano in a big water truck and suck the water out, come and clean out the drain. They're very proactive. Other areas, it recedes in time. That's the only difference. It doesn't sit for days on end. It recedes in time because it's flush. So it has to drain slowly through the system that we have here. Now in the States, it's deep dwellings. All the rats in New York is down there having a party. They got all of them down there with ratatouille, all of them. They down there and they got water and everything. And it drained right down through there. So here's a little bit different in the amount of time that it takes to drain. The humidity increases the warmer it gets. So we're still in June. As July comes, it'll increase. August, hot Taki chips. It really gets steamy at times. Now, it may cool for a minute, but then it may warm up again, depending on what time it rains. If it rains early in the morning will be kind of, crisp, depending on what time of the year. July, it's a little humid. I've seen people out jogging 7 a.m. and I'm like, I can barely breathe. And they getting it with long sleeves. It's a different type of thing here. They get chilly. It's 75, get chilly, So let's move on. So that's the length and intensity. It'll get greater as the months go on. Evenings are a little better, a little less humid because you don't have a lot of heat from the sun. So, and it depends on how much it rains as well. If it rains for a lengthy amount of time, you'll get an increased humidity. If not, then not so much. So festivities and events. So typically, events are held in the cooler times of the year. We just had, Blanca Noche, we just had that. Then again in October, and they do the celebration of the dead. All of that is all in the so in this type of the time of the year, you can find more local events. So in Central, you'll just roll up on a band playing and people dancing, or you may roll up on art show vendors. They are consistent throughout the year. They, of course, increase in the more touristy time, which is the cooler months. However, they are out there. It depends on what time of the year they come later. So remember, Merida is nocturnal. Merida is a nocturnal town. So in the evenings is when it jumps off. So any events, festivities are going to be in the evening unless they are outside, like La Plancha Park. You can go there 24 hours. It's It's open, but you will find yourself alone. In the daytime when it's hot, you want to go out in the evening. It's packed in the evening and night. Okay, so we are not in the hot season yet. We're right at the precipice of it. So the hot season is approach. Protect yourself. So that's what we're going to talk about next. How to protect yourself from this heat. It's essential. I came here and I thought I must have lost my mind for a minute because I was in Chaverna and I decided to walk to get chicken. Now, this is when I was like really chunked. That was when I was back in it with the inflammation. I don't need to be doing too much nothing, right? But exercising. So I'm thinking I exercise. Walk down to the place. Now, it was further than I remembered it being in a car. I'm new to the neighborhood. I'm thinking 10 minutes I can walk it. It was in the middle of the summertime. It was 124 degrees with the heat index. I had no water, no towel, no umbrella. Then I got all the way to the chicken place and was looking and I left my wallet. So I went to walk all the way back down the street. I tried to get a ride from the rickshaw and they was like, that's too much behind for my rickshaw. I could see it and he was like, no amount of money is going to make me pull you in this rickshaw. He was not having it. So I learned, I didn't do that again. And I went what I could and I took an Uber because it was far, but I would also do other shopping and then go at different times of the day. So in this particular chicken spot is the bomb. It's open from 12 to 4 p.m. every day. However, 4 hours, that's what you got. So in Merida, ain't no 9 to 5. Ain't no 9 to 5. These people open when they want to, close when they want to. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Perlita. Yes, they open and close when they want to. Is that my man, Anthony? Hey, Anthony. PG County in the house. 24 months countdown. See, y'all getting well prepared for you coming. So let's hit it. So don't do what I did. I told that story so you won't do what I did. This is what you do. Number one, stay hydrated. Whatever you do, you got to break out you got to do this. This is what you got to do. Don't play. That little cup ain't going to get it. This is what you need. They got them in all the stores. You can get you one. Also go out in the evening. Schedule things to do in the evening. A lot of things here stay open late. The mall and things like that you may need to do. Go and get money, whatever you got to do. Also, if you can't do it at night, do it early. Start early in the morning. Before noon. Because that's when you start to warm up. 12, 12:30, 1 o'clock. This is when people go to the mall. Hang out at the mall. Go to the movies. Look at the ice skate. And they take up all the seats. It's going to be crowded. The next thing you want to do, and I know this is a bit much in the summertime, but invest in a straw hat. Wear a hat to protect your head, keep the heat off your head, or a scarf. It will help you. Another thing that's odd that we do is cover the arms. So you can wear a white jacket, even though it's hot. I have a white sheer kind of jacket to put on. Best material is cotton. Right, General DC? The heat, that ain't no joke. Cover it up. You got to cover them arms and always use your sunblock if you need it. I cannot emphasize water enough. And then if you're going to go out and you're walking or you're in a park or you're hanging out, take your umbrella, black or white. I do see a lot of people with black umbrellas here, a lot of local people. And you see them with their towel on their arm to wipe the sweat. They got water or some way to get to water and the umbrella. So that's what you got to do. Cover them arms up. Okay? If y'all got any questions, let me know let me know. Hey Tia, is it hotter than the Anthony. We good in Maryland. I'm telling you, because the humidity here and the heat is just a bit too much on the and then we so close to the equator, so we get that strong heat. It's intensified. You know what I mean? Like DC, like the DMV to the 10th power. Okay, now beaches. Now you know the beaches here, so be aware when you go to the beach of a couple of things. Okay, going in the day is cool if you're gonna chill. It's a little bit more comfortable at the beach. You do get that current from the beach, and you can get in the water to cool off. Be a reminder that the intensity of the heat of the water will increase. Not by much, you're not going to boil, but just know that it'll be a warm swim, right? Also, be aware that the heat, also when you're out there, the vendors, during the tourist season, the vendors will come. Can somebody decipher? Translate. They will come. The vendors. So I would say have your money, because I've seen a girl bought a big, the thing, the snake come on, them little round baskets like that. They were selling them, and she got them one for a living room. It's beautiful. It was beautiful. So take that with you. Money to do that. They do not take credit. They don't take no credit cards. Tarjeta. So do that. Then also a reminder, and I don't know if you guys know this, but Progreso is a port. Y'all got some ads coming up, but I'm gonna skip them for you this time. Okay, so it is a port. It is not an entry point, but it is a point. It is a port. So during the travel carnival and all of that who travel, it is super busy down there, usually on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It is a no entry port and is crowded from midday to early evening. So if you want to schedule something or go out there and do something, schedule it around a day where it's not that many, because it's crowded. Okay? The cruisers are cruising. What about the stray dogs and animals in the heat? They make it. They're very resilient. And really, people here take care of the dogs. This is a very pet-friendly place, Merida. Honey, I've seen this man. It was a couple of stray dogs in my neighborhood. They don't care about you. They don't pay no attention to you unless you got some food. And they were going around. He was eating a sandwich, and he broke off his sandwich and gave it to the dog. They are the neighborhood will take care of any stray dogs. They it's extremely pet friendly and pet caring here. Which I like. It's humane. You know what I mean? It's just humane. So remember that. So we'll get crowded down there. So schedule if you're going to go down there. Great restaurants down there. Great prices down there. The vendors have crystals and necklaces. A lot of stuff like this. That you will, might want to have some souvenirs or get something for somebody. So I mentioned that the time zone does not change in Merida. They got rid of that a couple of years ago. So it's always normally Central Time when it's not daylight saving. Regular Central Time is our time. And then it splits when y'all do daylight savings. It's hard to keep up with sometimes. I know on consultation, people are like, what time is it? So I got a converter on there. So the local time never changes, and activities do increase at night because the day begins to be longer. A lot of restaurants. If you go over there to a Vinyl Low, 10% off. If you mention T and Nikki, they don't open till 6 p.m. 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. Right? So it's not a lot of festivals, but it's a lot of activities at local parks, at restaurants, at venues. And it's good to join groups because a lot of people throw parties and things to do when it is hot. They will throw some. They'll have, let's come eat. Let's come play spades. Let's have some wine. They have a moon something group. I remember I saw that where they go out on the moons and celebrate that. So it's really good. And then remember, in these times, the tickets are hella cheaper. It's less traffic during this time because there's not a lot of tourists. So rentals are cheaper, right? Trying to get up out that USB is for real, Greta coming. So tickets are cheaper. I was talking to LaDawn and she was saying that she saw something for, I believe it was $250 round trip. So for travel enthusiasts, bear the heat, stay inside, and do these things. Do all of the stuff I'm talking about so that you can still come here on the low and enjoy yourself, right? So what to expect and how to adapt, okay? All right. So we mentioned that it rains every day. We did have a big storm this week. However, it will moderate itself. We don't usually have a lot of that, but like now, it's still chippy. That's what they call a little rain in Merida. That's the Mayans saying chippy. So it's still a little bit of rain. It makes for comfortable sleeping. The house is cooler. You don't have to use as much electricity or air conditioning. I turn mine on because I can't have the fan because y'all won't be able to hear me. But I'm going to turn it back off and turn the fan on because it's been cool in here all day. Last night I didn't have to turn on the AC until 11 p.m. to sleep. And then I turned it off at like 3. It got chilly. So we are still in the middle of June, folks. This is why I'm saying you be all right. Okay? I mentioned the lights went out today. We had a pretty big thunderstorm. It wasn't as bad as the other day, but it was Merida, right? And the lights went off. They were back in 25 minutes. Rain brings the bugs and the mosquitoes bring the geckos because they want to eat them. Cycle of life. Things to do to make it through when these little bitty storms come. And they're not every day. You might just get a day of light rain and it's beautiful. Or you might get a day of light rain for 5 minutes or light rain for 5 hours. And you like the sound of the pitter-patter. Ain't nothing happening now. Another good thing is you can always cook because you got gas. Most places have gas stove. So make sure you take your food. You can still cook you some food. Okay, let's check some questions before we go to what to do to make it through. I'm looking forward to the jazz spots. Yes, the jazz spots. Zalby's. Go to Zalby's and in Central. That's nice. Roseanne Chocolate. Y'all know I'll be living there when I can. They have jazz brunch on every Sunday morning from 9 to 12. It's good. Get the, what you call this? French toast. I work on the hill and change your flight payment. Oh, yeah. Did you hear anything going down there? I work on the hill and they're talking about changing the flight pay. I haven't heard anything yet, Anthony. Not yet. B Butter. Hey, Nikki, how's the water supply? Bathing, we have no water issues here. Nothing's been reported. It's I did have, because of the outages that we were having, or the storms, if the lights went out, a guy did come by and change the water pressure, but we still had water. It just was like just not coming through very strong. But he went in there and did something, and it came back to life. August is my touchdown. I'll holla soon. Holla, Anita. Okay. No wigs, makeup, and no. Let me tell you, I was real fly when I came. I was still doing eyeliner and all this powders and all of this, and it's gonna just melt right off your face. Don't do it. Most women that you see here, unless they're young and they know the trick to make it stay, because I don't. They don't wear, and they cut their hair. The locks have to go, or they always up. Short hair. Not a lot of weaves or wigs, not because we don't like it, but because it's too hot. And so hats, right? The hats, the straw hats and the scarves and stuff like that. And like me, just rocking it out. Just rocking it out. We got a good barber, Mr. Coyote. He'll take care of you. Okay, now, this is the part where y'all take notes. Yeah, micro locks are good, but no makeup. Yeah, because you can put them up, anything to get it off your neck, off your forehead, and stuff like that. It's good for you. Okay, so y'all got your notes, your thing ready. So this is what you got to do to make it through any type of storm, or even if it's just because you won't back up, even if something happens, okay? Make sure you have data on your phone. So whatever phone you got, If you have a Merida or Mexico number and you get minutes from like OXO, right, and add your minutes, make sure you have data on your phone. Right now, I ain't got none. Today is the last day. I got to go get some data, but I'll be going out this week and get some data. I have tried to do it on the app, but somebody local told me they be stealing your data. And I feel that because I looked and it wasn't data and like I was paid for the data. So I always go to OXO and re-up. You can use peso. Pardon me, y'all. You can use pesos or you can use your credit card to make the payment. Payments of 200 pesos, 300 pesos, 400 pesos, 500 pesos. They do have 100. So, and you can get you some. Do they have unlimited? No. Merida is definitely database. So, but they'll give you so many minutes that you'll feel like you have unlimited. They do send alerts to your phone to let you know when you're running out. That's how I knew today. They send specials on your phone for you to take advantage of a sale they may have. Like buy, 100 and get extra 100. 200, get 200 and get an extra so-and-so megs or so-and-so data gigs and stuff like that. So I just say keep data on your phone. Because if you need to leave and you ain't got no Wi-Fi, you need data to call the Uber or data to order a pizza if they'll come. Indeed, and they probably will. Rappi will come. The next thing you want to do is make sure you got candles or some type of charge light. They got the USB touch lights. I want one of those. I saw it at a restaurant and it was sexy. So I would suggest some type of USB charge light, flashlight, candles. Okay? Another huge thing you can do in the silence of the moments is download content on your phone. Download content on your phone. Okay? Netflix will let you download movies. If you got a tablet or an iPad or something like that, SD card, something, move it around, get you some space, and download you a couple movies on Netflix. If you have YouTube, I pay $11.99 for no commercials. I can't handle it. So if you got the $11.99 plan, they give you some storage space to download a movie or two or a sitcom or whatever you like, music or ambient music or whatever it is you like. Download content. Otherwise, you will be sitting there in the silence waiting on the stuff to come back on. So how do you unlock them? See, how do you use unlock them? America doesn't have a simple edition. So if you have a phone that's unlocked and you want to get service here, you take it to Telcel and they will give you a SIM card. They will put it in your phone, turn it on, give you your number. If you have a phone that has a dual SIM, you can go to the bodega too. They have SIM cards as well. And buy you a Telcel SIM card. It's okay. All the questions. Give me all the questions. Okay. Thank you, Tanya. So download content. The next thing, solar charger. We talked about it before. Make sure you have a solar charger. Keep it in the sun. Got to get charged up regularly. So if you ever need to pull it, you can get it. Okay. Remember, you have a gas stove, so you can light a candle. You can light whatever you need to light. And you can also cook. Okay. So Netflix, YouTube, or whatever platform you use to download material will help you in the silence, between whatever's going on. Whatever's going on, you'll be on it. Okay? Remember, we are, and I'm so glad for people who commented and said we are all Texas, or somebody asked me about Florida heat. I'm sorry, the Florida heat is similar. It gets very humid in Florida. It's similar. It's similar. It's a similar oppression. Okay? Arizona too, except it's dry. That's the only difference. So, hey Chandra. So we mentioned the golf course, people along the coastline. We're on the same coast. I think we're sharing a lot of the same outages. And I appreciate you all commenting on that. To let us know that they're rolling outages as well there as it is here. So I think every neighborhood is affected to a certain degree. I don't think anyone gets away from the heat, the outages, the rain, the humidity. It's just a lovely living in Merida, and it's only for a little while. Mississippi, right, Tanya? Like the further south you go, you begin to feel the humidity, the heat increases, and it's just like that to the 10th power here. But all of these things will help you get through it, and it's momentary. You're only looking at about 3 months, 2.5 to 3 months of July, August, September. It starts to cool a little bit. October, it really gets good. November, you coming through there then. Now you living in a tropical, beautiful paradise setting where you can open your windows. The humidity is very low. And then the temperature decreases quite a bit. It gets chilly to me because I've adapted. In the wintertime, it does get a little chilly in the middle of the night. And you're like, I just need a heater for 2 nights out of the wintertime. Make sure you bring a jacket. I made the mistake of thinking it was hot all the time. I didn't bring no jacket. I got rid of everything, and I could have kept a sweater or 2 for that time of the year, and also a rain jacket. I had a couple of rain jackets, and I got rid of those, and I regret that. So bring your rain jacket, bring you a sweater or a light coat. You don't need no triple fat goose. You're gonna be rotisserie. So don't do that. But bring your little light jacket. Remember, cotton is your best friend. Houston has rolling blackouts, except for a Sienna plantation in Missouri City, Texas. The rollout are less than 2 to 3 hours. So I think it's just a part of. I think for the ones of us who are a little bit older, we remember back in the day where, I think it was less people. I don't know, where we just didn't have outages as frequently, and so as broadly in so many different places geographically. So it is what it is, and this is how to get through it. Download some content. Wear cotton as often as possible. Make sure you got data on your phone. Keep your devices charged. Do not unplug it. Keep it charged. We have a habit of putting it down and walking away, and then we got 3%. Keep it on the charger. Keep your phone on the charger. Another thing you can do is invest in a fan. This one I was talking about, USB fans, is not much, but I tell y'all, when it get hot and sticky, this is like one of them windmills. It just cools me off. I appreciate it. So you can pick these up anywhere too. So pick you up one of these. This one is battery operated. I thought that was better because if I need to charge it, I don't have no lights, I'm gonna do that. So I got the battery operated. I have another one too. I have several handheld. They got some you can put around your neck. All of that stuff. It's gonna bring you through, and you only need it for, in moments. It's not like this always. And is this worth me leaving? No. And the mosquitoes? No. That I gotta go on the evening? No. That it's a nocturnal city? No. That the cruiser? No. It's none of it. I'm gonna have to two bills, or be maybe a little bit more than my other CFE electric bills. And I know that in the off season, if you put $20 away, as much as you can, then on the seasons you can afford to run that AC and not have to worry about it. I know people who not complaining about it. They are just running the AC and going to bed and eating. They just like, I'ma just pay it. I regiment mine. I know, nighttime is the right time. Just like in the States, they do have peak hours here. So your peak hours are in that hot grid, like 1, 2, 3 in a day. That's when the CFE prices go up, per wattage, or however they do it here, kilowatt. So nighttime is when you run it, and if you run it good and you in the middle of the night and do a little bit later in the morning, like 7 or 8, you can stay cool all day. Put your blinds up. I told y'all tinfoil paper, if you can't find nothing, will keep that heat. All vinyl back curtains, linen and cotton. Correcto, Chris. Hey, Lenore. Vinyl back, white vinyl backing, blackout curtains. I have the paper from Home Depot, the paper, temporary paper blinds, anything you can put up and take down. My girlfriend has a film she's putting up that's reflective that'll keep the heat out. Because the thing about it is Merida does have a lot of windows. It has big windows. Cortez did a video a couple years ago where he said he had to move because behind him the whole wall was a window. And you all have probably seen that on videos of people showing houses or whatever. And it's beautiful to look at. But a lot of them don't have blinds, or vertical blinds are not a thing here. More curtains are. People have curtains most. Everywhere I've lived, there's been curtains except one. And they were horizontal blinds. So, and the block ones, right? So mostly curtains here. So think about doing that. Anything you can do to keep yourself nice and cool and comfortable, and just have indoor activities, throw soirees and let people come over, and before you know it, it'll be cool again. But I always want to note this because it is different than what we experience in the States. We only have a season. And then we go back, so most of the time, winter, spring, and summer, and fall, we good. Summertime, we just struggle a little bit, but we go to the pools, we know what to do. Wintertime comes, we know what to do. But here it's different because you don't have the snow. You have the rainy season, right? And you have the intensity of the heat and the humidity. So just prepare yourself for it. Alaska, midnight, sun near light, all night long. Yes. Blackout effect. Yes. In Alaska, when it's 10 p.m. and it's bright sunshine, right? So blackout curtains are your friends here. Get them when you can open them so you can get that vitamin D, so you can get you some sunlight. It's very important. Even if it's hot, but you walk and you take the trash out. Or you go out in the, earlier time of the day, you'll see that a lot of people, when it gets hot, they go out early in the day. They go shopping. The grocery store is crowded early in the day. And you can go in the afternoon, and it's very few people. Very few people. And it's in and out. The bodega is always crowded. So a reminder that the beach, Progresso, is a no entry port, right? And take advantage of these tickets, these cheap tickets for my travel enthusiasts to get the trip in and see if you can even deal with the heat. But the one thing that I'm going to leave y'all with is that with this being my 3rd summer, I have truly adapted. It's just the human body, our resilience as a people is just unparalleled because we just adapt. At first, it seems like crazy. And can I do it? And the answer is yeah, you can. When you see all that it's worth, when you eat your piece of watermelon with seeds and cantaloupes and have these fresh vegetables, your life, you will be in the land of the living, right? And fruitful living, not just existing or surviving. The USBS, right? That's the land of survival. We're talking about transformation to the land of fruitfulness, of life, of living. So you'll be fine. And you will adjust. I have. It was a little difficult at the beginning, but I did. I made it through. And I'm better for it. I can share with y'all what to do. I learned what to do. Soft learning when you learn through others, right? I had been so conditioned to hard learning. The girlfriend straightened me out and said, no, learning through you is that soft learning. And then all you got to do is do it, apply it, bring it with you. I got suntan lotion, but I never used it. I want to sweat because I had a lot of impurities and toxicity and inflammation from the States. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. So it was like, no, let me sweat. Even now, I just sweat. I prefer, as long as I'm not being burned, and that would be extended amount of stay in the sunlight. But just every day, if sweat happens to fall, I let it fall because it's getting them impurities out of my skin. That's how I got the good skin, y'all. I don't do nothing but just allow nature to live in me and through me, right? That's what we're doing here. Allowing nature to live in us and through us, right? I'm trying to hold that light, tell you, Harriet. Y'all know I modeled after her. I'm trying to free as many as I can. Show y'all the way to the Underground Railroad. Come on, come on. Yep, I'm going to hold your hand through it. We adapt. It's unreal negative temperatures and negative. Yep, see, we talked about it, earthly color. Alaska, because it's that cold climate, we need the energy from the sun. We need to commune with nature and the spirits and life and all of that. And so that's why this little rain and the lights being out for 20 minutes is, I can surely surrender that of my complacency in America entitlement, right? As I unlearn that and unravel that in me, and accept that this is the new way of living. This is the new life, and I'm thankful for it because this is nothing compared to what I would have to deal with in the States. These chemtrails used to drive me crazy. I mean, like neurotic. The PST, if trigger. As soon as I look up, I got all these lines. It was just in every way unhealthy. I'm breathing it in, and also mentally, it was devastating to me. So that's one of the minor things that I had to just get away from. And here, I don't see it. I don't see chemtrails. I've seen it a couple of times. I'm kind of unaware of it because I'm looking at all the beauty around me. So if the change is worth it, if you're dealing with making a decision, I want to validate that and tell you to lean into it. If you need help, take my course. Cut the cord. A guide on how to lead a USBS. I'm showing the Underground Railroad I traveled, and I'm leaving crumbs for y'all to come on through. Because the way that you are treated in the States is inhumane. I do not believe that at any time, in any way, that the government is ever threatened by anybody to do anything to them. Because after you do that, what you going to do? How do you rebuild? They took that away from us, the ability to build our own. See, this is what I like about the Mexican culture. They know the plumbing, they know the engineering, they make you pay $1 million for the degree and then make you owe it. It's just too much. It's too much. Patsy, she loves it. She loves the environment. Patsy asks, how does your mama like it? I recommend it for older people. It's a slower pace. See, I heard gunshots Friday. I ain't heard a gunshot, y'all, and this the 3rd year I'm entering. I made my 2-year anniversary. I'm coming in and blossoming and ain't heard not one gunshot in years. I haven't heard the ambulance, but maybe, and it may have been a fire truck. I don't know. Maybe 2-3 times in the last 2 years. Right? I haven't heard it. Right, Anthony? The only thing I have to consider is if I have hyperpigmentation from the sun. I would say check it out, investigate it. Everybody that comes here, I had a client not too long ago, Leisha. Oh, she doesn't mind me commenting on her. And she was walking with a cane when she came here. She then threw the cane on the couch and has not needed it. I haven't talked to her in about a week or so, but immediately she was able to walk with no issues. I told y'all I had sciatica. I had a bad limp in the States. I mean, limp. Like for real limp. I was so bad I was taking Move Free, a product called Move Free, to help me with the sciatica, everything agitated. I've been here 2 years, going into 8, took not one pill. I can agitate it if I walk on bare feet or something, but just everyday flip-flops or even socks, if I don't do it for an extended amount of time, no problems. I'm telling you, Merida is a hospital. I made a video. Y'all should look at it. It is a place of healing. For Washington in the house. Freight cars and get out of that. Yeah, freight cars are good. I know a couple of people who have used freight cars shipping. We talked about that on the other video. Pardon me. Using where they moved their whole family from Canada with the freight cars. That's why I said when I first did videos, I was like, leave all your stuff and go. And as I've evolved, and I have, on the thing, the course, I have a module on how to get rid of your stuff. I've done a video on how to get rid of your stuff. However, if it's some things that you cannot part with, there are ways to get them here. And affordable ways to get them here. Okay? You just got to research. You got to do your thing. I looked at a shipping company because I wanted to bring my car. They were like, for me to bring your car and bring a few things, they were looking at $10,000. They were like, is the car worth $10,000? I said, no, it's 15 years old. He was like, I wouldn't do it. And then I later found out that living here, your car coming from the States has to be a certain amount of years old. So for all of you all who are wondering that or never even thought about it, it does have to be within a certain amount of years, like 5 to 6 years, no more than 8 years old. So if you're looking to do that, definitely research it. It's plenty of things to research. Yes, it's a healing hub, Sabir. It is. And you just got to align with the energy. But when you come here, we're going to be resistant because we have masked ourselves in the States on the survival tip, right? So we wear this mask so we can go to work and take care of the kids and try not to go crazy. Greta just heard 2 gunshots. You see what I'm saying? Y'all, it's inhumane. I'm looking at I don't understand how your choice is a felon and an 80-some-year-old man to be the president when your major generation is the young. I don't understand I'm so disconnected from a lot of it, but I see it. When I scroll, I see it. And it's like I can't process it anymore. It's really weird. And the longer y'all are here, the more you'll feel that way. Once you get, and this is the thing, I want to say you're connected. You're always connected to the States. It's where your money comes from. It's where you were born. It's where a lot of your family members are. You got to go back to see people. You were raised there. But there's a certain level of detachment that happens. I'm telling y'all, I told y'all before, I can't look at certain movies because of the violence. I can't listen to certain songs that I used to rock to West Coast Snoop Dogg. That was my ish. And now I actually hear the words. And I don't get called that every day. I'm not referred to in that way. In my goings and comings, like they don't interact that way. So it's a culture shock and shift that is just ongoing. Cortez talked about it a lot. We talk about it a lot. We're going to do a video together coming up. And it is a cultural shift and shock. And you got to get over that shock at first. And then you got to start to pivot and roll with the changes. And the first thing you're going to be is resistant. Because we're resistant to change. Right? Truck over at about 2016 Toyota Camry cast both we want to drive over. There you go. So make sure, Earthy, you get into that. Look that up and make sure you're able to bring your car. I sold mine and bought one here. So that's some of the things you're going to go through. But whatever happens, you're going to be ready for this rainy season. That's what we went over. We are now entering the rainy and summer season. It will be interesting to see the videos that come about from, because each year I'm more adapted, I'm more aware, I'm more into being my new me. Because that happens too as you change and, metamorph, transform. into this new version of yourself, this higher, to me, elevated version of yourself, because you're out of the USBS. The toxins are coming up out your soul and your body. You're eating good food. You're being around healthy, elevated people who smile all the time and don't have no attitude and ain't no Kevins and Karens. And you have a government that has a woman president. You live in a place that's not at war with anybody. You feel me? We are not at war with anybody. And that's all. I seen something they talking about bringing the draft back in the state. It is just a hot. If you could come. I'm here. I'll take care of you. I'll come get you. We find you somewhere you live, get your check, and live in peace and let it go. I went through it. Is it going to change? It ain't going to never change. The U.S. is what it is. It has to be that, right? For it to change, it would be like pissing in the wind, right? So it's not going to change, but you can. You can. And each step will get easier and easier. Just take the first one. I'm praying for you, B. Butler. I'm praying for you. Right, a felon and an 80-ish man. Did he walk around in circles? They got to go get him from looking in the bush. I'm like, this is the choices? This is the choices. There are no words. I have none. I just look in awe. And my heart goes out. And the only thing I can do is be a beacon of light up out the USBS. And they shove it down your throat and they make you take it. What else you gonna do? We done marched all the leather off our shoes. It's gone. Mental health, yes, it's very important. And that's what it is. They just bring you down to a molecule, diminish you to a molecule and make one robot. So they just do what they want to do. Unleash all kind of stuff and tell you to take all kind of things and take injections, and then it just go away. Don't nobody want to talk about it. You know, it's crazy. And like I said, the longer you're away from it, you really do see the absurdity. It's like the Truman Show. We talked about it. It's the Truman Show. Y'all is trapped in a loop, and I'm just trying to reach in and grab you out the loop. That's all. You caught it. It's cyclical BS. It's never going to change. What kind of options is these? A felon and the see now? Oh my God. Okay. We're not going to rhetoric. We're going to get off of here. But I appreciate y'all rolling with me tonight. I do. I hope that I gave you information that was good that you can use. I will change the time of the lives to earlier. 7 CST is 8. So I'm going to back it up till maybe 7 Eastern time. Maybe that'll be better. Oh, thank you, Sabir. He been calling me the Oracle, making my head swell up. He gave me something to live up to, though. I got to bring y'all the goods because it's serious. And I was talking to my daddy today on Father's Day. Happy Father's Day again. Happy Father's Day to the mothers that been daddies. And happy Father's Day to the daddies that been daddies. And the grandpas and the uncles and everybody. And he was saying that I see they got a nail down on this immigration thing going on in Mexico. And I said, yes, they mentioned that on the news that immigration is now on the radar because there's too many people leaving. And I said a couple years ago, when they gonna notice we leaving or planning to leave or trying to leave? And evidently they've noticed because now it's on the radar. It's on the radar. So now is the time. Now is the time. Have y'all seen the US dollar? It's been good. It's been going up. It was at 16.14. Now it's at like 18.77 was the highest last week. Remember, that affects your bills. That's the difference between me paying $625 for rent and $525 for rent. Okay? Because that dollar is now worth 18, almost 19. Back when I came, it was 20 to 1. And when it went down to 16, it was really bad because the rent went up to like $675. So make sure you keep up with the conversion rate when you come in. Things you can do before you come. just so you have an idea of how it works and you can be aware. I'm glad this information was helpful, Chandra. That's what I'm here to do, y'all. Greta, I'm going to see you soon. African drumming and singing all the way. Lenora, thank you so much. LaDawn, if you still there, she'll be coming. Y'all coming. Y'all know I got the new relocation package. Please go to my website. It's right there at the top. Click on it if you want to relocate. I'll come get you. I'll help you find a place to live. We got a car. We go around and see the city, see your neighborhood. I'll even introduce you to some friends, to some locals. Because now I've moved quite a few people, right? So we got the Darden family that's still here. And Ned is still here. She's usually on our lives. We have the membership. You can do YouTube. I'll be giving y'all some background stuff. I'm coming. And also we had an AAG, the Adventures Alliance group, which gets a lot more content, a lot more interaction, and discounts on my packages, right? So if I missed it, please pull my coattail and let me know. I'm doing this all by myself, y'all. To be a lot sometimes. I want to thank Melody for her reading. She got a natal chart reading. It was a delight to do the reading. Very insightful. She's a real strong chick with a good head on her shoulders. If you want to read, let me know. I love to do astrology. I love to read natal charts and travel to show you the best place to live for you. Because like with Melody, Merida, wasn't it? Vera Cruz came up for her as a great place where she can be more of herself and fruitful, where it aligns with her. So that's what it's about, alignment. So if we do, thank you so much, Earthly. I'm spreading out. It's the Tia-verse. It's the Tia-verse. I want to have you on all ends. I also did the first video for Rise of the Divine. So that's my other YouTube channel. We just talk about girly stuff and, you know, being a woman in this life and all that encumbers, and what we go through, how to improve and be our best versions, and, you know, form a community of some sort. So it's all connected. It's all connected. And that's what we need, connection. Because the U.S. teaches us to separate. We ain't dealing with family because they're toxic and we can't. But we would love to. So sometimes there's a new family for you. And that's what I hope you find here in Merida. It's what I found. I'm not as interactive, but I have some beautiful friends. Oh, thank you so much, Melody. She says she recommends my astrology natal report, Astro Travel. So yeah, get at me. Send me your stuff. Book it and I'll take care of you. 48 hours, it'll be in your inbox. So that's all I got for you guys. Again, I hope it was helpful. Y'all know what to do. Cover up them arms in the sunshine. If you have to go out, go early. The rainy season is upon us. Summer is coming in a week or so, a couple of weeks. And you'll be fine. You'll make it through and you'll be happy you did. It's so rewarding, you know, after the fact. Thank you so much, Melody. I appreciate you giving love to the chat. I want to give love to the chat. Thank y'all for rolling with me tonight in your comments. This live play is saved for anybody that wants to come out and reread it. Remember, y'all get 10% off at the Vinyl Low. Tia Nikki. It's the Alta Breeze to join like Adventures Club into a world package. Of adventure. Do that from the comfort of your own the AAG home. Group. And that's it. That's all I got tonight. Y'all roll with me tonight. I will make a change in the time. I will do that, and we'll go a little earlier. I try to do it late when y'all like chilling in the bed and, you know. and you know what I'm saying, y'all through with the day. So, but I'll move it up. All right, we got any questions in the chat? Anything about whatever? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you too, honey. Thank you, Melody. I appreciate you. Greta, thank you for rolling through. Anita, everybody, Tanya, Lenora, thank you for being part of the YouTube membership community. Greta, I'm gonna see you soon. Siberia, you know I ain't got nothing but love for you. Cancer's rule, baby. Anthony, thank you for coming through. I was thinking about you the other day. Much love to you and your family. Happy Father's Day. Earthly, thank you so much for your comments. I appreciate it. Everyone that's sitting in silence and listening to my voice, I appreciate you rolling with me today. I'm going to attempt to do an ASMR, y'all, since everybody like my voice. Patsy, thank you for your comment. I'm going to try to do that and get some travel ASMR. And so I'm thinking about making another channel. I'm not sure. I'm going to let y'all know. But it'll help you. Shirley, thank you for being here tonight. Anybody that Helen, thank you so much for being here tonight. Cynthia, thank you for being here tonight. So with that being said, guys, I'm out of here. It looks like it's no more questions. I will move the time up for next week, and I will see y'all on next Sunday. We will probably have a video with Miss Greta in the house coming up, because she'll be coming here on the 21st, which is a countdown to Friday. So, you know, I'm going to post some pictures of her arriving at the airport. Cynthia, July 12th, Cancer House. Hey! So, yeah, so we'll take some pictures together and do some videos, and we're going to have Wings, and we'll have Cortez with us. So it'll be exciting. It'll be exciting. We'll have fun. So, until next time, peace.